You guys, I've made a stupid mistake twice, but I've learned my lesson, so hopefully I won't do this again. What's up guys, my name is Adam Nelson and welcome back to my channel where I make videos all about money. Today I'm going to be talking about two mistakes that I've made in the past month that have cost me more than $250,000. At least that's how much I've lost on the first mistake that I made in the past month. The second mistake has only cost me a few $100s so far, but it could end up costing me a bit more. We'll see how that turns out in a little bit. Also in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I'm super eager to buy Dogecoin before May 8th and how I'm going to potentially make up for some of the mistakes that I've made in the past month. And just as a heads up, in this video, I'll be talking about buying cryptocurrency. And if you've never done that before and you're thinking about getting into it, then you should really check out my other video that I've made talking about what you need to know before you buy cryptocurrency. But don't watch that video yet. Finish this one first and then go check it out. And while you're there, you can check out some of my other videos that I've made all about money. They're not all about cryptocurrency, but they're all related to money in some way. Okay, so let's get right into it. What was the first mistake that I made that made me lose out on $250,000? Well, about a month ago, Dogecoin was selling for about 4 cents per coin, and I had about $25,000 that I wanted to invest in Dogecoin. And I was this close to actually doing it. I did my research, I found an app that I could use to buy a bunch of Dogecoin. I downloaded it, and I was just about to transfer the money over to buy Dogecoin when I decided at 2 in the morning that maybe I shouldn't buy a ton of Dogecoin very early in the morning. Maybe I should sleep on it and see how I feel in the morning. Well, I really wish I hadn't done that. Which is a funny thing to say because usually it is good to sleep on big decisions like that. Like $25,000 is a lot of money, right? You shouldn't just go YOLO it away into Dogecoin typically, but I'm really feeling stupid that I didn't. And the reason I say that is because just a few weeks later, Dogecoin skyrocketed up to an all-time high of about 42 cents per coin. And I'll be honest, I didn't actually see it when it was at its all-time high at the very peak, but I did see it just a few hours later when it was hovering around 38 cents per coin. And so if I had bought around 4 cents and then sold at 38 cents, my $25,000 would have turned into $250,000. And guys, this is so painful, but at the same time, I realized that it would have been a gamble and I didn't take that risk, and I could have just as easily lost most of that money. So I guess that's the silver lining, that I didn't lose $25,000, even though I could have had $250,000. Oh, it's so sad. And one way that I tried to comfort myself about losing out on this much money is that typically when stocks or cryptocurrencies increase in value, typically that happens kind of gradually and you can see it going up and up. And typically what I've done in the past at least is that I've seen it hit a certain threshold and I said, oh, it's not gonna go beyond that. I should sell now. And then I sell at that price and then it doubles in value. And so I tried to tell myself maybe that would have happened in this case, but honestly, I don't think it really would have happened. I would have bought at 4 cents per coin and then I wouldn't have sold for less than 10 cents. But once it did hit 10 cents, like just a few hours later, it was skyrocketing and overnight it hit 42 cents. And I wasn't paying attention to the prices at all during that time, so I think that I really would have been able to sell at 38 cents. But maybe not. I mean, I have to tell myself something so I don't just feel like crap all the time. So maybe I would have seen it at 12 cents and sold it then. Maybe I would have paid more attention to the price fluctuations if I actually had skin in the game. Who knows? But I feel like I've lost out on $250,000 and this feeling sucks. And one of the main reasons I didn't buy Dogecoin the next morning when I woke up is because I didn't want to go and enter all my information into yet another app just to buy cryptocurrency. I mean, obviously I had no idea it was going to skyrocket in value that much. If I had, obviously I would have done it. This is painful. It's actually kind of embarrassing posting this online, but I'm going to do it anyway, I guess. Anyway, after it hit its all-time high of 42 cents per coin, I saw Dogecoin then plummet down to the 20-cent range, or even just below 20 cents, I believe. And I thought to myself, hey, I should probably buy into it now. But I didn't, because I didn't know if we were done falling and if it was going to drop back down to its 4-cent value. I had no idea. And so honestly, at that time, I wasn't too interested in Dogecoin. That was until just a few days later when I saw another tweet by none other than Elon Musk. And if you guys have been following this at all recently, you'll know that Elon Musk has been notoriously tweeting about Dogecoin over and over again. And every time he does, the price of Dogecoin skyrockets, at least for a little bit. And some people might call this pumping behavior or that he's trying to manipulate the markets. And others would say that he's just trying to make people rich so that they can buy his Teslas. That's actually what I think. Anyway, recently Elon Musk tweeted that he would be on Saturday Night Live. And not only would he be on it, but he'll be hosting it this Saturday on May 8th. And so once I heard that, I knew immediately that I needed to get into Dogecoin. And at that time, Dogecoin was selling for about 29 cents a coin, at least when I thought about buying into it again. And the reason I thought Elon Musk hosting Saturday Night Live might have an impact on the price of Dogecoin was because of another one of his tweets where he said, let's see just how live Saturday Night Live really is. And of course, there was a devil emoji, which to me said, I'm going to cause some mischief on Saturday Night Live, and I'm going to pump up Dogecoin, and we're going to see how high we can get it. And now this is totally based on my own inference and knowing what he's been doing the past couple of weeks with his tweets, trying to drive up the price of Dogecoin. And so at this point, I didn't really know what he was going to be doing, but I had a big hunch. And so this is when I began to believe that Dogecoin would probably be hitting new all-time highs on Saturday, May 8th, probably during Saturday Night Live. And so obviously I wanted to buy as much as I could, but again, I realized that this was going to be a gamble, and so I didn't want to put absolutely everything into it. So I decided not to put the full $25,000 that I was initially going to invest in Dogecoin, but instead I would transfer over $1,000 and only invest that. That way, if I was wrong and I lost out, well, I wouldn't really care that much. And at the same time, it's enough money where I can make a good amount of money, a few $100s potentially. I immediately went and did a little more research about where I could buy Dogecoin because it ended up, I didn't really like the first app that I downloaded. And so I did a bit more research and found another one that I liked and downloaded it and created my account and everything and started transferring my funds over. And by the way, the app that I decided to use the second time around is called Webull, and it's really similar to Robinhood. And it allows you to buy and trade cryptocurrencies as well as plain old stocks. And if that's something that you're interested in getting into, I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and that's actually a referral link. So if you sign up, you'll get a free stock, and I'll get a free stock as well, or a few of them, I think. And then if you fund your brokerage account with $100 or more, then I think you'll get a second free stock, and I might get even more stocks as well. So it's a way for you to be able to invest and to support a small YouTube creator. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. This is just a normal referral link that I'm trying to take advantage of. Also, I want to make it extremely clear, I'm not telling you to go get this app and buy Dogecoin and mimic exactly what I'm going to be doing, because I make no guarantees about this, and I'm not telling anybody else to buy. I'm just saying what my plans are and what I think is going to happen. But that said, Webull is a good place to buy Dogecoin as well as other stocks and other cryptocurrencies. One thing to note though about Webull is that when you buy cryptocurrencies, and this is actually the same with Robinhood as well, but when you buy cryptocurrencies, you don't actually own those coins because you don't own the private keys for the wallet that's holding the coins. And so you're basically just borrowing against the value of those coins when you buy them at Webull. You can't actually transfer them out and actually own them or anything. So if you care about that kind of thing, well, Webull's probably not the place to go. However, if you just want to make a quick trade like I'm doing this week, then this might be a good option for you. So anyway, this is related to mistake number 2 that I made, and that's that I didn't have Webull set up already. And the reason why this is important is because when I tried to transfer my funds into my account, I transferred about, I think it was around $931 or so, just under $1,000. And then I found out that it would take 5 days for my initial funding of my account to actually settle. And apparently in Webull, you can't buy cryptocurrencies until your funds settle. They give you a credit where you can trade stocks and stuff, but for cryptocurrencies, apparently they don't let you do that until you actually have your money all the way settled. So anyway, I was pretty upset about that, and I was watching the price hover around 29 cents at the beginning, and then increasing and hovering around 30 to 32 cents. And then, of course, just, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Elon Musk tweets again. And that caused the 32-cent price to skyrocket again, near the all-time highs of 42 cents. And I just looked at it just a couple hours ago, and it was around 40 cents. And so if I had all those funds in my account already ready to go, I would have been able to buy Dogecoin at 29 cents. And already in less than 5 days, I would have made more than a 33% return. And this is before I think that it's actually going to hit its new all-time highs on May 8th. When I'm recording right now, it's Monday before the Saturday where Elon Musk is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live. Okay, so what was the tweet though that he said that caused it to jump up from 32 cents to 40 cents? Well, it's basically confirming that he's going to have a skit in Saturday Night Live where it's going to be about Dogecoin, and I think it's going to be about the Doge father or something. I don't really know. We'll see what it's about. But anyway, that tweet alone where he confirmed that there's going to be a skit and bringing awareness to Dogecoin caused caused the value of Dogecoin to jump up to 40 cents per coin. So what are my takeaways from these two big mistakes that I've made that have cost me more than $250,000? Well, the first one is if I don't put any skin in the game, I'm not going to make any money. On the flip side, of course, if I don't put skin in the game, I also can't get hurt. And so for me personally, I think my takeaway from that is that I need to be willing to take a little bit more risk, because here it really would have paid off big time. And my second takeaway is that I should always have funds ready to go in my brokerage accounts, ready to buy any stock or cryptocurrency that I think is going to shoot up in value. And this will help me make a lot more money as I'm not waiting for funds to settle. This has already cost me probably $300 to $400. And also, I think that this is probably going to happen again in the future. Looking back a few weeks, looking at the number of tweets from Elon Musk and seeing the price shoot up multiple times and then fall a little bit and then shoot up again because of another tweet, I would say it's pretty likely that this is going to happen again. And so I'm probably going to keep some funds in my brokerage account in Webull probably, so I can buy Doge at a moment's notice. And at the time of recording this, my funds still haven't settled. They actually settle tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and I can't wait for that to happen, because that's going to be May 4th, the Tuesday before May 8th, when he's going to be hosting Saturday Night Live. At least that's my prediction. I have no idea really, it's just my own wild guess. But if that happens, then I will have made a bit of money anyway, so I'm going to risk it. And my plan is probably going to be to sell the Dogecoin during the airing of Saturday Night Live. I don't think I'll wait until after very much, if at all, and because I think the price is probably going to fall significantly after it hits another peak. And so you may be wondering, am I still going to buy even though Dogecoin is now around 40 cents? And the answer is probably yes. Like I said, today is Monday, May 3rd, and my funds don't settle until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Time. And so as long as prices don't exceed 50 cents by the time I can buy in the morning, I'm probably still going to buy Dogecoin. And that's primarily because I think we're going to see some new all-time highs, and I think probably we're going to break 50 cents. But if all else fails, and if we do hit more than 50 cents overnight and I'm not able to get in at the right price, well, at least I'll have the funds ready to go for the next time. And so I think there's still money to be made. I also want to highlight that I'm only using money that I wouldn't really care if I lost. So if I'm wrong and if the price halves and I lose half of my $931, well, that's something that I'm mentally prepared for. And again, I'm not recommending that anybody else does this, and I'm just explaining what I'm going to be doing. Also, this video is going to go live on Friday at 10:30 in the morning Mountain Time, so you're probably not actually seeing it before you saw Saturday Night Live. You're probably watching this after May 8th, 2021. So it may be a little bit too late for you to join the party, at least this time. Oh, and I wanted to mention that after we hit the new all-time high, if we do, my prediction is that we'll probably see a major correction, or in other words, that the price of Dogecoin will drop significantly. And my plan is also to buy back in at that point, because I think eventually Dogecoin probably will hit $1. I'm not sure when it'll happen, but I think it's very possible that it'll happen. And I know there's a lot of people out there that know that Dogecoin has been created just as a joke to begin with, and that's absolutely true. However, I also see some utility in it, and I'm seeing it gain some traction with other people, and I think it could actually be used as an actual currency, whereas Bitcoin was created as more of a store of value. And so I think they're serving different purposes, and so I'm seeing more and more actual legitimacy with Dogecoin than I did previously. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Cross your fingers for me and wish me luck. I hope I make some money at least. Anyway, I'll post another video and let you know how it did go. If you'd like to see that video, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell if you'd like a notification when I upload my next video. I do upload videos on a schedule every Friday at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and so if you are looking forward to my next video, that's the time to look for a new one. I also wanted to mention that I'm currently working on a series where I explain in great detail how I turned $0 into more than 2.25 Bitcoins. Now, yes, I'm a software engineer and that helped me a little bit, but the process that I used and that I'm going to be revealing to you, I think can be replicated by anybody, regardless of your skill or lack of skill when it comes to coding. Anyway, if that piques your interest, go ahead and subscribe because those videos are also coming up very shortly. Also, if you'd like to support me further as a small creator here on YouTube, I'm going to leave my Dogecoin and Bitcoin addresses in the description below. So if you want to leave me a couple Dogecoins or send me a few thousand Satoshis, well, I'd be very thankful for that. Absolutely anything would be very appreciated. Anyway, if you try to ride the waves that Elon Musk is creating on Twitter to try to make some money with Dogecoin, let me know that in the comments as well. I'd be really interested to hear your story and what you're doing and seeing if it's working out for you. Anyway, that's all I have for you this time. Thanks so much for watching my video. Wish me luck, and until next time.